That's actually pretty fucking hot. One second. I'm trying not to swear so much. Let me chill out. Let me take one more sip of the sip. Got the Demon Slayer mug. One second. Yeah, that's like really hot. How is everybody doing on this wonderful, wonderful night in this beautiful world that we live in? The world, depending on how you look at it, it's a great world. Depending on, perspective. You kind of make it great in your head. It kind of, I was on some hippie stuff. Excuse me. How's everybody doing today? And today, I'm just chit-chatting. Got some gameplay, just gameplay around here somewhere. Probably in the background. Yeah. I just, started chit-chat today, on this very random night. But, I guess what I'm talking about is mainly irrelevant because, a lot of people, this is not no big YouTube channel. I have some people, some friends that I've met over the years who will tune in, and I appreciate whoever tunes in. Jones, Shoes, Fury, anybody, especially my Major Empire friends, they actually tune in. I've been making YouTube videos, to tell you the truth, for like 7-8 years, and like I've always been used to like pretty much nobody watching it, maybe besides my brother or something stumbling across it. So like I've always been really used to talking to myself, which is fine. Like, I don't talk to myself, believe it or not, when I'm just like hanging out, but it's kind of how I talk to myself and don't feel weird about it because, I'm putting it on the internet. So whoever stumbles across it, it's like I'm talking to you at that moment. And I feel better about it. That's what I do to make myself feel better about talking to myself. I'm a very talkative guy. Now, I realized, especially from my last review and reviews I've done in the past, or just discussions I've done in the past, I tend to ramble. I'm a rambler. I'm a little bit of a rambler. So I got a little order of operations on the screen here. I call it, I literally named it the order of operations. And this is going to just give me a guideline so I just stay on track. So I'm going to read off that. So the whole reason you'll see the reason I'm making this video very soon. But a couple quick disclaimers. Got rid of the green screen. My last review, if you want to call it a review. I mean, I was just really rambling. Wasn't a big fan of it, but really when I was talking about Baldur's Gate 3, I tried the green screen because, I've moved and, my background's, it's clean, but, it's nothing really special. I mean, besides maybe the shoes. I mean, maybe the shoes that I should barely wear because I don't leave my house anymore, but yeah. In the cat tower, there's really not much going on in the background. I got a Joker poster. I got like a Malcolm X and Malcolm X MLK poster is pretty silly, but I don't got that up right now. I gotta find somewhere. I gotta hang that in the background. Probably hang it like right there or something. I don't know, but I'm gonna get some lights in here. I'm gonna do some more of this room, so I don't feel so bad. That's why I had the green screen. So my background's bland. I put a green screen up. Not a big fan of green screen. I mean, even if I got it to work, it took me forever trying to get it to work, and then yeah, it's back there. That thing on the ground, it's a collapsible green screen. I rolled it up and tried doing something different. Not a big fan of it. So we're done with that move. I'm probably gonna sell that thing. I don't know. Maybe somebody wants it. I'll give it away. I don't really care. And that's kind of like, because just not, I like how the Baldur's Gate review went. Let's talk about Baldur's Gate, my last video. It sucked. And I realized with that video, it was very low energy. Like, I don't really know. Take a quick little sip. The way I put that video together, yeah, like the way I formatted to get the green screen, because I was struggling a lot, get the green screen in front of the gameplay, just was not my normal way of recording. So like when I was recording it, it felt like I was like on a timer, and I was like thinking about that in my head, and I was kind of zoning out. And I could tell, like, I mean, maybe whoever watched it, which I don't blame if you didn't, but if you watched it, you might have noticed, just see a guy talking. But like me watching myself talk about it, I was like, yeah, I could tell, like, that was me zoning out and thinking about, I gotta hurry this up. So yeah, not a big fan. I might make another Baldur's Gate review. Just because like, this channel is just everywhere. Who cares? But yeah, because that game's too incredible for the way I didn't sell it enough. It was kind of low energy, and I didn't like that. I like talking. I'm not like a Yale YouTuber. I'm not gonna be on here at freaking midnight like yelling to the top of my lungs. Like, but like I do, like, it wasn't enough energy. I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling my energy. It's like something was wrong with me. Like, are you okay? Are you okay? Relax there, partner. Just talk about a great game. Because Baldur's Gate 3, I did not do it justice to that review. That game is literally incredible. Still playing it. not as heavy, but like on the side. I get bored, I'll finish up my Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough. I think I'm only on my second playthrough. The game's so long, and I'm so obsessed with things. I'm playing as a drow sorcerer. I had the oh my god, I'm forgetting the subclass name. It's like a storm sorcerer, and I already like it more. It's a drow. I'm making her evil. So every little evil dialogue, I pick that, and I'm like, hey, you're an asshole. Like, I say something mean. I don't know why. Just be something different. But yeah, that's me rambling. See, back to the order of operations. Let's get on to the reason why I'm making this video. So I've had YouTube I've been on YouTube since I was like 19, 20 years old. Take a sip of this coffee right quick. Yes, it's midnight and I'm drinking coffee. I am a psychopath. 112%. You are correct. Anyway, so I just had a channel for a very long time. A lot of people, like, I've been rocking 16 subscribers on this YouTube channel for about like 7 years, maybe minimum. Yeah, about 6 years I've had 16 subscribers. Obviously, and what this channel was when I first started making videos was mainly just me playing a game, reviewing it, and moving on. Like that, I knew it wasn't getting views, but I just love making an archive of videos of what I've played. And sometimes I watch them back and I'll be like, oh, I remember that point in time in my life I was doing this or I was doing that. Like, it's just, I don't know, it's weird, but it's like therapeutic to me. I like it. I guess end of 2020. By the way, another disclaimer. I'm sorry about my appearance. I have not been to the barber shop in about 2 weeks, and I don't like it. I can't grow a full beard. I'm patchy McPatchy right now, and I do not like it. I'm insecure. That's why I have the beanie on. I'm insecure. I got problems. Raining. I'm ADHD. Can't help it. Anyway, so about 2021, mainly probably 2022, beginning of 2022, mainly. Yeah, I played Age of Empires 4. Another disclaimer. Fucking love the game. Love the game. It's literally, I have never been into a game, as long as I've been playing video games, I know what that is. As long as I've been playing video games, I've never been into a game more than Age of Empires 4. I don't think I ever, growing up, I loved games. I remember I loved, I've obviously loved games. I love Witcher 3. I've loved so many games growing up, but I'm talking about a game that, its success drove me daily. I was like, I want this game to be great. It is great, but I want people to see that. I was trying to sell to people, in my real personal life, I was trying to sell Age of Empires 4 to people that I know would not play the game. I know they wouldn't play the game. I'm trying to sell to console gamers. People I got one of my best friends in life. He's a PC. He got me into PC, but he almost he's a pretty much prefers consoles. He doesn't play mouse and keyboard. He plugs the controller up. He to this day he has a PC and still play on his Xbox. He's mainly a console gamer. I'm trying to sell this guy on Age of Empires 4, and it's just not working. He's save your breath. It's not the type of game I'm into. I got a lot of brothers. Younger brothers look at me like, this game you playing Age of Empires, what are you doing? But it never stopped me. I love the game. Loved it. And not only did I love the game, but I was very much invested in its pro scene too. Very. Believe it or not, I used to during the road to Red Bull Wololo, I would watch Age of Empires 4 qualifiers before NFL football games. I would just check on the games, and I was in fantasy too, and I would check on the games let's see how it's going on. That's going well. All right, cool. Let's see if B beats Beastie Cutie. I want to see. That's what I care about. But the only reason I'm saying this is that I am, as hard as this is for me to admit and me to come forth, I have to take a indefinite hiatus from Age of Empires 4. Very sad. I won't call it sad, but it's necessary. Take a quick sip of the coffee. And I know, for those who know me, who've seen my videos in the past, my most viewed videos just 450 views. It was the me coming at the Age of Empires 4 Doomers. Not one of those videos. I'm not going to get on here and be like, the success, the game really, I don't see much of a future in the game. And Stormgate's coming out and all the pros are switching over, and this game really didn't hit the mark, and it had a boost during the Sultan's Ascent, and then now it's kind of drawing off me. I just don't feel the game anymore. I'm out of here. No, not one of those. Game's incredible. Game is incredible. People ask me this question. I played one game for the rest of my life. I promise you, I legitly, Age of Empires 4 might probably be the answer. Because I've never gotten so much entertainment out of one game in my entire life. I'm usually a gamer that I play the shit out of my games, and I kind of know life a game. Usually, especially now, I want to get to like max level. And once I hit max level, I'm just like, well, or I beat a game or hit max level, I'm just like, well, I did that. On to the next. Like, you know, you should see, like before, when I lived in my house, you would like, I mean, I don't know if you can see it in those old videos, but I had a big old stack of video games. I used to be, when I was a console gamer, I was a physical collector. So my games would be like mountains high, like stacked up. I would go to GameStop or Best Buy or Amazon. Every time a new game released, I was buying a new game. A lot of games I couldn't even play. Like I didn't have enough time to play them, but I would still buy them. I have games in a tote of my physical collection back when I was a big time console gamer that I bought and I never touched because I didn't have time. I miss being like a high schooler when I had all this time and I could just play video games and beat them like in a weekend. It was incredible. But the reason why, first reason I'm taking a hiatus from the game, first reason, and it's not on a like life or death thing or nothing like that. But of course, you know, like any typical conversation like this, it is personal reasons, you know, and it's not like it's not video games per se, you know, it's not necessarily Age of Empires 4 per se that's like getting in the way of these personal goals for 2024. It's not Age of Empires' fault, but I do know Age of Empires is, because of my own personal reasons, a giant. Are my hands ashy? Ugh. ADHD, excuse me. But you know what? That might be. Yeah, listen, this is the shittiest video you're watching live. Put a little lotion on there. Don't ask me why I got lotion next to my monitor. It's not for that reason. Anyway. Oh yeah, now I feel moist. That's a weird word. ADHD, I stand to make these ADHD rants because I have ADHD horribly. Anyway, so yeah, personal reasons, nothing crazy, but I gotta take care of those things, and they're like the reason that they're lingering passive reasons that I've been blowing it off for years. You know, it's just mainly, if I give any insight on it, I just gotta sell my house. I don't know if you know where, I don't know if people know. No, I don't have a fan base, but I used to make videos in a whole nother location. And that other location I made videos in, that was my home that I do own. But, you know, things happen. I got to sell it. And I got to, you know, it's kind of like, I'm not living there. I haven't lived there in a year. And it's still in my, it's kind of, you know, boom, I got to sell the house. I got to sell the house. That's pretty much the gist of it. But yeah, and that's got to happen. And you're probably wondering, what's I got to do with Age of Empires 4? This is probably the biggest reason why I had to take a hiatus from Age of Empires 4. Is that a little insight to your boy, Sir Neville. Let's take a little sip of this coffee before I continue. Demon Slayer. Great anime, but I'm a fraud because I didn't finish the last season, so I'm a fraud. But I do like Demon Slayer. My brother got me on, so it's pretty good anime. One of my brother makes fun of it. The other one enjoys it, so I'm in the middle. I think it's pretty nice. But so yes, a little peek inside me personally. I'm not diagnosed or anything, but I'm gonna self-diagnose myself. I have a little something called obsessive personality. I'm a very, if you know me and I get into something and it's really good and I'm enjoying it, I tend to get a little hyper obsessive, like to the point where I'm dreaming about the stuff. I'm dreaming about it. I'm picturing myself in the world. I'm in, you know, the reason why I made a Discord, Age of Empires, I can get into heavy, but basically, my first video that I ever uploaded about Age of Empires 4 was literally called, I am obsessed with Age of Empires 4. That's the name of the video. I am obsessed with Age of Empires 4. And I'm talking about how when I discovered the game, me and my brother were getting no sleep. We were playing for up to like, we had Discord calls that were ending after 12 to 13 hours straight because the game came around at the perfect time because I just got COVID. And right after I got it, I got my, where I was working was on like a weekend, like not a weekend, like a holiday shutdown. So I had like, I swear to God, I had like 14, 15 days off work straight. And I promise you, I played so much. I started off playing Age of Empires 2 for the first night. Played that game for like 12 hours straight. Or no, maybe we played it very late into early in the morning. And then I was like, oh, there's new games out. Let's try this Age of Empires 4. And the rest is history. I played that game for probably 2 weeks straight, obsessively, like over 12, 13 hours a day. To the point where like, I couldn't sleep. Like I would sleep with Aussie Drongo's videos playing in my head. And I would wake up like 3 to 4 hours later. And I would just be like, I'm about to go on there and play some more Age of Empires 4. I'm about to get out of bed and go play more Age of Empires 4. And I would just like creep out of bed and just like go downstairs and like play Age of Empires 4. Like, and I'd play it. And I would play it. Let's say I would like wake up at like 7 in the morning. I'd play it to like, no, let's say I got to like 9 a.m. I would play it to like, I promise you, sometimes like 6, 7 a.m. the next day. It was bad. It was bad. Like it was getting really bad. And I chilled that out. That was like the very beginning. I chilled that out. I kind of checked myself and was like, dude, like this is getting a little ridiculous. Like it's almost like, I think people in my personal life were getting worried about me. It was getting bad. Take a sip of coffee. I would go to events and I would like tell people like, I'd be like, for those 2 weeks, I would just, anytime I left the house, I would tell people about the game. I'd be like, dude, this game, no one's talking about it. Age of Empires 4, incredible. Blah, 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 blah. You got villagers, you got this, you got that, you got French knights, you got Mongolian Khans, and like, and it literally made me have more interest in world history, which is cool because I didn't know that much about world history. It made me take interest. I got really obsessed with the French Empire for a point in time. But you know, if you know me, that's kind of my personality. And it's not the first time it's happened to me. When I first got into fantasy football, you would think I was fucking scouting for an NFL team. I was on NFL freaking forums. I was downloading Sleeper app and Yahoo Sports, and I was looking at football every single day. Freaking practice reports, injury reports, looking at diagnosis. I remember one time a player got this injury. I freaking Googled what that injury was. And I was like, how quickly can you recover from that? I'm over here diagnosing players like, oh, minor rib injury. How much injury place? Okay, probably off for this amount of time. Sometimes I was right. Sometimes I'd be 1 or 2 weeks, and I was weird. I was on the phone talking trades. If you play fantasy football, sometimes that gets pretty exciting. Talking trades for like 2 hours straight. 2 hours straight, walking, pacing. In Game of Thrones, when I got heavy in Game of Thrones. My past videos, I had a Targaryen banner. My cat peed on it. Kind of broke my heart. But I had a Targaryen banner in the background. I was going to spend $1,200 on Longclaw, which is Jon Snow's sword. I could tell you every little thing. I'm losing my mind. Every little thing about Game of Thrones. Like, you think I read the books. I had the books. I'm gotta get my reading together. I like reading. I don't know how to manage my time. But I can tell you everything about the freaking universe. You would think I wrote the freaking books. Like, I was that obsessed. I can tell you, I have watched Game of Thrones seasons 1 through 8, probably now 7, 8 times with different people. I'm not fucking insane. But like, you know, I put different people onto the show and then I have to watch it with them too. I'm insane. And that's where I kind of go back to age. Because now it's like to the point now where like, I just can't really do both. Cause like, think about me. I tried doing it last year because believe it or not, when I first started playing Age of Empires, I was making decent progress. When I first started playing Age of Empires, my first week playing it, I mean, there's being garbage at RTS, and then there's me. Like, I was beyond garbage. I was equivalent. If you're playing a first-person shooter, like, how do you reload? Like, I didn't know anything about RTS. I thought it was a city building simulator. But I digress. But when I was really obsessed, I went from like bronze 1 to like gold 2, 3, which is a big, like, for somebody who never played RTS in their life and never didn't even know mouse and keyboard. To this day I can barely type. Very bad, but I'm getting better. But yeah, that was a lot of progression for me. but I played it a lot. In 2023, I didn't make much progress in the game as far as skill wise because I was trying to really like pump the brakes and play the game more passively and like don't get too obsessed with ranking up because it's really become distracting from real things in life. Like, maybe play a little bit of different games, play a little Starfield or play a little other game that I played last year. Starfield and, another game I played, but I can't really remember, to tell you the truth. So I play a lot. I mainly played Age of Empires, but I play this little story-driven game to kind of like balance out Age of Empires, because I wasn't trying to really fall into that obsession. But I realized that as long as I'm playing Age of Empires, like when I'm really enjoying the game, I'm going hard at it. And then then I was on the podcast. I don't know who's really hip, but like I'm on a podcast. I guess I'm still a panel member of the podcast Extra Sheep, and I felt like I had to like still kind of get it together to kind of stay on the same level. Those guys were surpassing me because I was just getting like too comfortable. Where we at here? 21 minutes. Okay, let me hurry up. Just a little too comfortable with the. Just I wasn't like, because like my boy Soccerton and Bill. Shout out them, great gentlemen, love them both. They're getting way better than me. They're hitting diamond, and I'm still freaking gold through platinum 1 because I'm just like not putting the time and like they're trying to level up, and I'm trying to like kind of. I didn't bring this up on the show, but like I'm trying to like kind of level myself out because I know I can fall into that hole where like I can get really obsessed to the point where I'm not taking care of real business. And it's a personal thing, but like I said, it's nothing like life or death, but it is something I gotta work on. And I know that by myself. I have to work on that. I wonder if this is showing up. I wonder if my dash is showing up. Okay, we'll figure that out later. Not important right now. But the point I'm trying to make is that it's at that time now where it's time to get it together a little bit. But with that being said, and I guess another thing that's probably the least important thing, but still relevant. A lot of games are dropping. And me, Age of Empires 4 was an anomaly for me because really if I had the opportunity to play games, like give me 5 days a week, I could play the game 12 hours a day. It's not good to admit that, but I'll be real. I would just play Sony. I could be in here, eat, and just being here for hours, just playing so many different. My interest in video game, it spans very wide. Like right now, you see the gameplay in the background, Pal World. Like I can't put that game down until I hit level 50. Like I gotta go in. I actually have 2 accounts. I have 1 account on Xbox Game Pass. This is about another tangent. Excuse me. I'm just on quick disclaimer. I have an account on Game Pass where me and my girlfriend are playing together. That's level 30. It's another quick side disclaimer. Horrible on Game Pass. It's terrible on Game Pass. But it allows me and my girlfriend to play because we have the console in the living room. So like we play together like that way. And I got a Steam account that's over level 30. So that's a lot of hours that quick put into the game. I have 2 accounts level 30 already. Like I know that's still a lot. That's a lot of gameplay to me. But a lot of games coming out. 2023 might have been one of the best years in gaming. Like it's got to be like top 2 or 3 years in gaming ever. Like if you actually go back and Google like the games released, if you're pretty savvy with video games, game's incredible. A lot. Sip the coffee. A lot of good games came out. A lot of good games. And that brings me kind of just to the future of this channel. You know what I'm saying? I guess future me at Age of Empires. Like I'm not putting Age of Empires in the trash. Like I don't think that's possible for me. I do love the game. I'm not a doomer. I'm not wishing its downfall. I'm not over here like, oh, well, Stormgate's out, I'm moving on to that. No. I will probably play Stormgate. That sounds pretty fun. just for like a variation channel. That sounds fun. But yeah, I just right now I'm on a hiatus indefinitely, so I don't really have a time frame. And anybody in the Discord, I've been talking. I gotta get better communication Discord too. If you know, where who I'm talking about. I get better communicating. Excuse me. But I might try to I'm thinking about changing leadership of the Discord because I'm not as active. So that's not fair to the channel. So the server, excuse me. And so I've been thinking about that. I messaged Soccerton on Discord, letting him know about the Extra Sheet podcast. Let him know you know, I'm taking a hiatus, man. You know, I apologize. I know I've been gone for a while. You know, boom, 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 this and that. Super cool about it. Very understanding. Told me I was welcome anytime I wanted, which I really appreciate because I'm telling you, it's nothing to do with anybody personally. Of course not. And but you know, I still gonna be gaming because you know now I can kind of like leisurely game and like not feel. Which I know at the end of the day, I'm being super dramatic. It's all video games, but not kind of leisurely game, play Power, play story games and stuff, and like so I don't feel like I have passed up extra money to come play Age of Empires, which is sometimes you know I'm not rich by any means, so I can use the cash, you know, and just so I gotta kind of like focus up a little bit. So yeah, so on this channel I'm still gonna be playing video games, but I probably doing what I traditionally do. Probably have this format right here where I'm just talking into this microphone and some gameplay in the background, talking about a game or just talking about news that happened. Something really crazy. I think Xbox might be shut down. They might go third party. Woo. That's crazy. Didn't see that coming. I was kind of talking a little ish when it comes down to Microsoft, and I did not realize that they were about to throw the towel in, which kind of make sense because they're a software company mainly. So the hardware part I didn't see coming, but may make video about that. Who knows? You know, at the end of the day, it's just another millionth opinion channel on YouTube that somebody might stumble across. But yeah, you know, I think I've talked. How long have you been going here? About 26, almost, you know, probably 27 minutes. I think I've talked long enough. You know, the cliff notes of the whole video is that, yeah, man, I just, right now, let's say Age of Empires 4, maybe I'm do something opposite of the traditional Doomer channel. Age of Empires 4 is too good. It's too good. To the point where it might be slowing me down a little bit in reality. This thing that's this annoying thing called reality. I know. And, you know, like I'm getting older. You know, I realize when I look in the mirror and be like, dude, you're not, as much as you act like it, you're not 17 anymore, bro. You know, you got responsibilities, stuff you gotta take care of, goals you gotta try to reach. So maybe it's time to take a couple steps back, at least get yourself established in a more comfortable situation, and then all right, you know, this is going good over here, this is going good over there. All right, you know what? Let's get this Age of Empires back up, and let's be healthy with playing that, cause don't go too unhealthy and go back. But you know, for example, like we got a lot of goals. Me and my lady, you know, we want to travel a little more this year. We want to get a new place. A lot of things we got goals, like group goals and personal goals I have too. A lot of things, you know, that, believe it or not, Age of Empires, I'm so obsessed with it, will actually hinder that progression. Maybe not completely cut it off, but just slow it down. So kind of go more, it's a hardcore game, and I'm kind of like trying to be a little more casual, and I can't play Age of Empires 4 casually. It's that right there doesn't intrigue me. Like I must go hard. Which is like maybe a personal problem. I don't know. You know, I'm not perfect. Never claimed to be. But yeah, I think that sums it up. And you know, like I said, I'm still gonna be in my Discord. You know, I met a lot of like great, like I'll say one thing, the Age of Empires 4, I'm not leaving it the community, but like the AOE 4 community is literally incredible. It's the best community I've ever been with in gaming, period. Like just mature, respect for everybody. Just like, even when it gets toxic or like a little bit of trash talking, it's like the most respectful and classful trash talking ever. Which is like just a really refreshing community. And I'm getting older, so it's like it's just a very welcoming community, especially for communities that I've seen in the past that are like just like unadulterated toxicity. Like it's just ridiculous. But this is cool. I really like the community. Everybody I met in this community, incredible, supportive. Everybody want to help me, train me. Like, you know, like I said, appreciate all that. Everybody's great. But yeah, I think I pretty much summed up. I'm not liking, I feel insecure. Man, my beard, why can't I grow a full beard? Like, wouldn't that be so hard? Like, come on, dude. My brother, dad, everybody has full beards. I grow in patchy McPatchy. And if I don't get a haircut in a week, then it looks crazy. I just mustache it all bushy. That's completely irrelevant. This is the channel. It's garbage, I know. But yeah, till next time. Yeah, till next time, whoever stumbles across this or whoever got this far in the video, which I doubt. But yeah, till next time, it's been fun. And probably next video I'll have upload to the channel. It's probably Pal World. Let's talk about, if you don't know how my thumbnails read, it's let's talk about whatever I'm talking about. And it's gonna be next. Gonna be let's talk about Power World, because Power World, believe it or not, is not a gimmick game. You know, even though a lot of shit's stolen, we can't deny that. I mean, I don't know about stolen, but let's use a more light word. Very influenced game. But with all that being said, it's still incredible. Can't even lie. It's got your boy that was hooked. It's got your boy. It's time to go. Okay. Been real. If you got this far, thanks for listening. I appreciate you. You're cute. You're beautiful. And so are your loved ones. In a respectful way, of course. All right. We got to get out of this, boy.